The Lucie Stern Center is a well-known landmark here at the city of Palo Alto. Steve Staiger is going to tell us something about the building itself and about Lucie Stern. Steve, let's start with the building. When was it built and how did it all come about?
Well, it was built in several phases during the 1930s. First, Lucie Stern, who was the benefactor of the site, and her architect, Burge Clark, came and had the community theater built. Later, the wing where the ballroom and the recreation department operate out of was built, and finally the wing that has the children's theater and the Boy Scout facility was built.
I understand there was some impetus that came out of the Hostess House, and that's the reason why Lucie Stern Center was built.
Right. The original Hostess House was the World War I Camp Fremont YAWCA Hostess House. When it was moved to Palo Alto after World War I, it became the Recreation Center and Community Center, but it was located right along the Southern Pacific Railroad tracks. And when they had theatrical productions, quite often in the middle of the second act, the night train from San Francisco to Los Angeles would roll through and disrupt the production of the play. Mrs. Lucie Stern especially was annoyed by this, and that was one of the reasons why she decided to fund this theater out here further away from the tracks.
Now tell me, if this was built in the 30s, that was the time of the Depression, so was there some other aspect of this involved?
Right. Well, Lucie Stern was the widow of one of the Stern brothers who were the inheritors of the Levi Strauss fortune from San Francisco. She was encouraged by her doctor, Russell Lee, to move to Palo Alto in the 30s. She had engaged Burge Clark, the architect, to design 3 homes along Cowper Ave Street for her. When those homes were nearing completion, she realized that the workers were going to be out of work and desired to find some additional employment for them. And that was one of the reasons why she went ahead with the idea for this facility here.
So not only a real patron of the arts, but just helping the working person himself, too.
Oh, yeah, she really was very concerned about the individual, the workers, the plasterers, and the carpenters, and so forth. She had a French chef on staff, and quite often he was encouraged to round up a good meal for these people. Burge Clark tells stories about visiting her at the lunch hour and being fed quite well, so much so that when he went home, he had lost his appetite.
And people could find out more about Lucie Stern through the Palo Alto Historical Society, I'm sure.
Right. Well, one thing, we do have a small booklet, a biography of her that is available either for purchase or we can lend you see copies of it.
Thank you so much, Steve.